Good evening and welcome to the Anaheim Planning Commission of May 19th, 2025. My name is Christopher Walker, Chair of the Anaheim Planning Commission. As a reminder, Planning Commission meetings are broadcast on all our channels, including the web, Anaheim TV Channel 3. The first order of business is to salute our flag. Commissioner Kelly will lead us in the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Next, I will ask the Planning Commission Secretary to take a verbal roll call of all the Planning Commissioners.
Chair Walker.
Here.
Vice Chair Tran Martin.
Here.
Commissioner Lieberman.
Here.
Commissioner Perez.
Here.
Commissioner Castro.
Here.
Commissioner Abdul Rahman. Commissioner Kelly.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. If you would all please silence your electronic communication devices so they don't disrupt the proceedings, we would appreciate that. The doors at the back of the room are automatic. They open, actually, I think they're locked and no one's getting in them, but they open when you get close to them, unless they're locked, and they don't close until you have walked down the hall. Please move away from the automatic doors. Today we have 3 public hearing items. I would ask the members of the public who wish to speak on one of the public hearing items to please complete a yellow speaker card and give it to staff if you've not already done so. The cards can be found on the entrance table. Please keep your remarks brief as you can. We are influenced more by the content than the length of your presentations. First, we provide an opportunity for any member of the public to speak on items of interest to the public that are within the subject matter jurisdiction of the commission. Seeing no one, we'll move on to the commission items. Prior to the beginning of the public hearing, I will ask the planning commissioners for any disclosures they wish to make regarding the public hearing items on today's agenda. No disclosures. Please note that the actions taken by the Planning Commission tonight will be final unless in 10 calendar days an appeal is filed with the city clerk. The appeal deadline is Thursday, May 29th at 5 p.m. Appeals forms and information are available on the city clerk's webpage. I will now begin the public hearing and ask staff to present item 1. Ms. Nguyen. Is it Nguyen or New Nguyen? It is Nguyen. Okay.
It is Nguyen, thank you. Good evening, Chair Walker and members of the Planning Commission. My name is Christine Nguyen. I wanted to introduce myself because you don't typically see me up here. I am a member of the advanced planning team here in the planning department. And I work typically lately on the general plan and housing element updates. So it's nice to be here with you. I'm also the project planner for this project. The item before you tonight is a conditional use permit for an indoor screen golf practice range in an existing commercial building. The applicant is Brian June of Kwan's Magnolia Plaza, the owner of the building. The property is located in the general commercial zone and is designated for low-intensity office land uses in the general plan. Surrounding land uses include a fast food restaurant to the south, a sex-oriented business to the west, and office uses to the north across from Woodland Drive and to the east across from Magnolia Avenue. The site, which is outlined in yellow, is 0.67 acres in size and developed with a 10,000 square foot single-story commercial office building. The project will occupy the existing commercial building shown in red. Vehicular access to the site will remain unchanged using the existing driveways on North Magnolia Avenue and Woodland Drive. The applicant proposes converting the existing office building into an indoor virtual golf practice range and screen golf facility. An indoor screen golf driving range is a recreational facility where users hit real golf balls into large high-tech screens that simulate various golf courses and track shot data. that provides a realistic golfing experience in an enclosed environment. The picture on the screen provides an example from a similar establishment in a nearby city in Orange County. The site itself will provide 35 parking spaces, including 2 ADA accessible spaces. Additionally, 1 designated truck loading space will accommodate occasional equipment deliveries and service needs. These photos are of the exterior of the building, showing vantage points from the parking lot, Magnolia Avenue, and Woodland Drive. No additional space would be added to the building as a result of this proposal. The new use would be entirely inside the building and would repurpose the structure to include 20 individual bays, offering a mix of virtual driving ranges and interactive golf simulators. At peak capacity, the facility could accommodate up to 30 customers, 10 bays with 2 players each for the golf simulators, and 10 bays with 1 player each for continued driving range use. The business would employ 4 staff members working in 2 shifts to assist with scheduling, customer service, and facility maintenance. Based on the applicant's letter of operation, the business would operate by appointment only. Operating hours would be from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday. The facility would be closed on Sundays. From 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., all 20 bays will function as individual practice range stations, accommodating 1 player per bay. From 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., 10 of the bays will convert to screen golf simulators, each accommodating up to 2 players. Based on the proposed number of bays, anticipated usage, and parking demand observations at 3 existing indoor screen golf facilities, the peak parking demand for the project is estimated at 32 parking spaces. With 35 spaces provided on site, the site would have a surplus of 3 parking spaces during the peak hours of 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. The proposed indoor commercial recreational use is compatible with the surrounding commercial and industrial uses. Given the unique nature of the business and its appointment-only operation, the indoor screen golf practice range will not result in adverse impacts to traffic or parking. Staff supports the request and recommends approval of the application subject to conditions of approval. This concludes staff's presentation, and staff and the applicant are available for any questions.
Thank you very much. Any planning commissioners have any questions? Then I'll open the public hearing and ask the applicant to come forward. Hello, sir. Do you have a presentation, or are you just?
I'm here to answer to the person who has a question.
Very good. Any questions by commissioners? Seeing none, you can take a seat, sir. Thank you. I appreciate it. Do we have any cards? No cards. I'm going to close the public hearing then. And does anyone have any follow-up questions?
I'll make the motion to approve.
I'll second. Sounds like fun.
It does, actually. No comments? Then let's vote.
Six yes votes, the motion carries.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ms. Wen. Moving on to item 2, as soon as staff gets ready. Hello, Mr. Orozco. You're up.
All right, we're good. Good evening, Chair Walker and members of the Planning Commission. My name is Lisandro Orozco, Senior Planner, the Planning Division, and I will be presenting item number 2. Item number 2 is a conditional use permit to convert a surface parking lot into a gated outdoor play area for dogs at an existing animal boarding facility. The applicant is Daniel Wu, representing Dog Den USA LLC, which is the current business occupying the property. The property is located in the Anaheim Canyon specific plan within the industrial area, also known as Development Area 1, and is designated for industrial land uses in the general plan. Surrounding land uses include large warehouse and distribution facilities to the west and the north, a multi-tenant industrial building with a variety of industrial uses to the east, and an industrial use to the south. The site, which is outlined in yellow, is half an acre in size and developed with a 10,722 square foot single-story industrial building. Vehicular access to the site will remain unchanged. Customers and employees will continue to utilize the existing driveway on the north end of the cul-de-sac. The applicant obtained a business license and completed a tenant improvement for an indoor animal boarding facility with up to 70 dogs, a use permitted by right in this zone, and is now operating within the existing industrial building. The applicant is proposing to expand the boarding facility into a portion of the existing parking lot to create an outdoor play area for dogs. The proposed outdoor play area is highlighted in red. The addition of the outdoor operation triggers a conditional use permit. The outdoor play area, outlined in red, will have 3 separate areas, one for large dogs, one for medium dogs, and one for small dogs. Each play area will be secured with a 6-foot-tall white vinyl fence with a pedestrian gate between the play areas. An existing chain link fence will separate the play area from the parking lots in the adjacent industrial properties. The 2 yellow arrows indicate the location of the 2 roll-up doors that will provide access between the indoor and outdoor play areas. Synthetic grass will be installed to provide a softer play surface for the dogs. Animal boarding facilities are subject to additional operating and maintenance requirements in the zoning code due to the nature and potential impacts of these types of businesses. The applicant has submitted a letter of request that includes a summary of the cleaning procedures to ensure continued compliance with these requirements and to prevent discharge of pollutants off-site with the addition of the outdoor play area. 4 employee parking spaces outlined in blue will be provided. 5 customer parking spaces outlined in orange will be provided. The property is located within 1/2 mile of the Anaheim Canyon Metrolink station, which qualifies as a major public transit stop under Assembly Bill 2097. Under state law, cities may not impose minimum parking requirements on projects located within this proximity. Therefore, a parking variance is not required, and the city may not condition the project based on parking supply. While the city cannot enforce its parking standards, the proposed site layout includes on-site parking to support the day-to-day operation of the business. Given the drop-off and pickup nature of the animal boarding use, which limits the duration of customer visits, staff believes the 9 proposed parking spaces will adequately accommodate employees and customers arriving throughout the day. No other changes are proposed to the existing operation of the facility. The maximum capacity will remain at 70 pets, and staffing levels will continue with 4 employees during the daytime and 1 employee overnight. Customer drop-off and pickup hours, will also remain the same and are shown on the screen. The property currently operates as an animal boarding facility with indoor operations. Staff believes the request to expand the existing use with an outdoor play area will be compatible and will not adversely affect the surrounding area and adjacent businesses. Staff supports the request and recommends approval of the application, subject to conditions of approval. This concludes staff's presentation. Staff and the applicant are available to answer any questions the commission may have.
Thank you very much, Mr. Orozco. Any commissioners have any questions? Therefore, I'm going to open the public hearing and ask the applicant to come forward. I'm not sure if there's going to be questions or not, but we're going to find out. Anybody have questions? Well, do you have a presentation, sir?
No, just answering questions.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. You can go ahead and sit down. No cards. I'm going to close the public hearing. And anyone want to make a motion?
I'll
I'll
move.
make-
Oh,
You can
I'll
do it.
move.
Second.
Approve.
I believe we can vote.
Six yes votes, the motion carries.
Thank you very much, sir. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Orozco. The third item we have, we'll wait till staff shuffles. Hello, Mr. Parker. How are you?
Sorry about that. As in, good evening, Chair Walker and members of the Planning Commission. My name is Darren Parker. I'm an associate planner here with the City of Anaheim. I believe it's my first time actually meeting you all, so it's a pleasure. I am the case planner on this project, which is item 3, which is a request for a conditional use permit to allow an indoor recreational facility for children, adults, and families known as Altitude Trampoline Park. The subject site, which is outlined in red, is within a large retail center, 28 acres in size, and is currently developed with a retail center known as the Anaheim Town Center. The indoor recreation facility would occupy a tenant space within this retail center, as shown on the screen. Surrounding land uses include various commercial uses and single-family homes to the west and to the north, across State College Boulevard and Lincoln Avenue, and an apartment complex to the east, across Peregrine Street, and a mix of commercial uses, apartments, and single-family homes to the south. The subject property is currently zoned commercial. The tenant space is located within a large retail center position near the center and towards the north of the site of the property. The top photographs here shown show the existing exterior of the tenant space located closest to Lincoln Avenue. The bottom 2 photographs show the interior of the tenant space where the proposed facility is planned to be located. The proposed indoor recreation facility is designed to serve not only just children, adults, but also families. And it will occupy as an approximately 17,500 square feet. The facility will feature a main trampoline area, sport courts, a slide, a dodgeball court, and a tag arena. Private party rooms will also be available for events such as birthday parties, team building activities, and other celebrations upon reservation. While no food will be prepared on site, guests may purchase beverages and prepackaged snacks at the designated food service area or bring food from the outside as well. The alcohol beverages will not be permitted on the premises at all. To evaluate the overall parking for the facility, the applicant had to provide a park and demand study, which was conducted in accordance with the zoning code. The study determined that at full occupancy, the retail center would require a total of 1,484 parking spaces, with 70 spaces allocated for the proposed recreational use. The property currently provides 1,537 parking spaces, which then results in a surplus of 53 spaces on site. In addition, the study assessed the actual parking demand by surveying occupancy levels across all parking areas during peak hours, on both a typical weekday and weekend. These results concluded that the actual parking demand is lower than the minimum required by code. Based on these findings, there is sufficient parking available to support the proposed indoor recreational facility. Proposed hours of operation are 10 a.m. to 8 p.m., Monday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday through Sunday. The facility will be staffed by 8 employees and 1 manager per shift. Staff believes that the proposed indoor recreation facility is compatible with other retail, office, and restaurant land uses within the existing center and will not affect the other adjoining land uses. Also, the number of parking spaces provided is sufficient to accommodate the proposed facility. For these reasons, staff is recommending approval of this request that's subject to the recommended conditions of approval. This concludes staff's presentation. Staff and the applicant is here available for any further questions.
Thank you, Mr. Roscoe. Any planning commissioners have any questions? And I'm going to open the public hearing and ask the applicant to come forward.
Good afternoon, all.
Good afternoon. Do you have any presentation or you just want?
I thought to just stop it to be open. That's kind of a simple presentation, but I'm happy to answer any other additional information.
Very good. I appreciate that. Any planning commissioners have any questions? Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. You can go ahead and sit down. No cards. I'm going to close the public hearing. Does anyone want to?
This is a night for fun. Even the dog place is fun. I will move for approval per staff's recommendation.
I'll second.
Very good. Let's vote.
Six yes votes, the motion carries.
Congratulations, sir. Thank you, Mr. Parker. Any updates?
Just got a couple for you. Next planning commission meeting, we have one item. It's an auto body repair facility in an industrial building. I don't yet have any items for June 16th, but that could change. We'll certainly know by the next meeting. And on the 30th, we do have an adult daycare that will be coming to you that's in a commercial zone. For City Council on May 29th, we will have the second reading of the tobacco ordinance. And those are all the updates that I have for you this evening.
Very good. Nothing else? We're adjourned.